When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Nebraska's offense takes the field for the first time today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Grab behind the line. It's Parker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting, and you could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the run.
He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now from inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running to the left. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the air on second down. Fakes the grab. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
The Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And here comes the punt team.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a... He's going to let it go. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Fires to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got a man. It's Williams. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Under fire. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this off.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Split backs here. They go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Good, solid tackle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open...
He's loose. Bust through behind his path. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Gonna run it. It's Church. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ives. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Huskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down. Wide open spaces. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Really nice.
What are we doing?
working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep the drive alive. The Cornhuskers will move the sticks. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Misses again.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Puts it out of the air.
I really like like the slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that...
He's going for the big play. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Gives it on the option. He's in open space downfield. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. And he...
This is one of those games. Look at this one. Yeah.
It's loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Inside the 15. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Ball game.
Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Church. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on 1st down from the 30. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs. It's Ives. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And the Huskers get enough for the 1st down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half. And this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off-play action on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts, Reese.
Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Williams. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
So now it's second and long. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington sends out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Gets it to him on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
The Cornhuskers get it past the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Nelson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Huskers are on the move. He leaves it with his back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The quick out. Stop short of the marker, and they stop in this defense, and they get the ball back. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Creates a little space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Buying some time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a running room. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Bell. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. The sneak scores it.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll go to the fullback. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack target.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, going up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.